Hi, Papa.
Hey, hey, how you doing?
How are you? Good to
Good to
see
see
you.
you.
Go like this.
It's fun.
Have a seat. Welcome, Papa. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's a real pleasure.
You recently started literally one of the best TV shows I think I have seen in a long time, and the world agrees with me. I May Destroy You with your friend, Michaela Cole, and it's about consent. Tell me more about that experience. How did it come about and how people reacted to you since?
I mean, yeah, the response has been incredible, but also really odd because, yeah, how did the show come about? It was, I suppose, inspired by things that happened in Michaela's life, and as you said, Michaela's a friend of mine. But for it to kind of like snowball into this kind of like bigger cultural moment is wonderful if we're able to engage with it in the right way. You know, we've got to kind of like use these kind of stories and use this mirror that it props up to society and to our own lives, and to use that to make changes for ourselves. And I think like that's why people have responded to it so much, because these are issues that everyone deals with. These are relationships that we all have. These are people that we all recognize. You know, it's not something that feels like a million miles away from us. So I think that's why it's been so successful, and yeah, it's been wonderful to hear people talk about it.
You recently starred in a play called Passover about the shooting of Trayvon Martin.
Yeah, so Antoinette Nwanda wrote the play in 2016 in response to so many innocent black men being killed in America. It's kind of like horrifying that the play is so relevant, but I think it's a good thing that people are being confronted with these kind of structural issues that affect everybody.
You become a real force for change through all your performances. What work are you proudest of in your career?
Such a hard question to answer. I think, look, I'm like so proud of everything that I do, and so grateful to be given those opportunities to explore them. I just hope I get more to do the same in the future.
I'm sure you will. What has 2020 taught you? And are there any issues that are really close to you?
We've all been locked down. We've all been at home. We've all kind of been
Yeah.
like had work taken away from us, or had our freedom to like roam around as we please taken away from us. So we've had time with ourselves, and that can be really difficult. But I think it's really important, and I found it really important to kind of like really contact and confront myself and like think about ways to improve my self-care practice and self-love practice. It's been such a wild, mad year, and difficult in so many different ways.
How would you encourage young actors and actresses who are worried about their careers? As you said, people have lost work in lockdown. How do you encourage them to stay positive?
It's an unprecedented moment, and yeah, it's really, really scary, especially for people at the start of their career, people kind of like entering into the profession. But there is a moment not too far ahead of us where there's going to be an explosion. It's going to be an explosion of work. People are still writing, people are still developing, people are still creating, and there are going to be so many projects on the horizon. It is quite inspiring what's happening, like huge political movements, huge kind of global change is happening in terms of that inspiration for people who write or make music or make art or whatever. I miss the theatre, I miss being in the theatre, I miss going to the theatre. And in terms of returning back to that, we've got to wait until a time where it's safe for everybody. It's safe for us to be there. And like I know like producers and theatre houses are working really hard on making that happen. In the meantime, I think the responsibility is on us to kind of continue engaging with that kind of artistic material, and like a lot of theatres are putting out different kind of mediums of their work through digital, through the internet.
Yes.
I know the Royal Court, BLM, the National Theatre have been really successful with that kind of stuff. So like I've really been engaging with that to kind of like scratch that itch that I've had, so that we're ready to return to the theatres when they open again safely.
You turned 30 this year.
Thanks for telling everyone.
When you look back at your life over the past 10 years, did you imagine you'd be here today?
My mum passed away 10 years ago.
I'm sorry.
Just over 10 years ago. So like 10 years ago, I was like in drama school, going through that grief process. There was a whole lot going on, and didn't really have the bandwidth, I suppose, the space to even think about what it would be like. But like, I feel so lucky to have gone through what I've gone through over these last 10 years, and like had the experiences and opportunities that I have, and like I connect it to losing my mum 10 years ago, and like I know she's there kind of looking over me at these times, it's all for her in many ways. So I probably never would have thought it would have gone this way, but like I don't think it's by coincidence either. So I'm very, very, very glad and proud and happy with it.
Paapa, thank you for joining me and thank you for being a real force for change in this world.
Thank you so much, Edward.
You're welcome.